Hi guys, this is Sandy Pride, too old for gaming, and today I am streaming Habroxia 2, which is going to be out very soon on PS Vita, just in a couple of days from now. So I did a review, which is also up on my channel, and I thought I would do a bit of a stream just to show you guys a little bit about the game and just talk about it for a while. This is also I've decided that this month is going to be shoot 'em up month on my channel. So I'm going to be showcasing a load of games from the shoot 'em up genre, and this is coming out the perfect time, really, given that was my plan for February. And so Hybroxia 2, you guys may have played Hybroxia 1. Hybroxia 1 is a shoot 'em up on PS Vita. This is the sequel to that, obviously. What is kind of very different from Habroxia 1 is that in Habroxia 1 you can only shoot with the X button, so you're shooting forward, whereas in Habroxia 2 you're shooting with the right analog stick. So I died there. I'm going to try that level again. So Habroxia 2, it's more of a twin stick shooter than number one, which was basically just shoot forward, or you could shoot kind of to the sides, which is actually really good. It makes the gameplay just much better, much smoother. Hey Roberto, and hey Luck the Gamers. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. Hey Bree. So yeah, it's a really good game, guys. It is a good game. I did mention in my stream that I thought it's a great game. There's a lot good about it. It's really fun to play. It is a little bit easy. It's not super hard, but other than that, it's a really fun game to play. So I accidentally there just killed one of the astronauts. So you're supposed to actually rescue these astronauts as well, that appear throughout the level. But I just killed one by accident, but it doesn't matter. So I've actually got the platinum for this already, and this I'm playing. This level is on New Game Plus, so it's slightly harder than the original levels, but it's not super hard. It's quite manageable actually, and I think a lot of the reason for that is I've kind of upgraded my weapons heavily. It's also got this cool new mechanic where you've got these kind of sub weapons. And so you've got you can choose two different sub weapons. One will be for the front of the ship, so you can see those kind of blue kind of sort of wave weapon. It's called a wave. That goes at the front, and what's really useful about that is that it'll deflect guns from deflect bullets from the enemies. Then you can also shoot from behind, and you can have two different types of weapons from the front and the back, which is super duper useful to have different weapons available. So that's a homing missile I just shot off over there. And the fact that it's a twin stick shooter, you can shoot enemies behind you as well, which you couldn't do in Habroxia 1, which is also very useful. Hey DGM Films, thanks for joining. So yeah, it's a cool game, guys. There's a lot to do in it. There's how many levels is it? Actually, I don't think I counted. I probably should have counted how many actual levels. Probably about 20 or so levels available. And then you've also got a boss rush mode and a rush mode, which I will show you guys all of that as I play. So let me know in the chat, guys, who's thinking of who's planning to pick up Habroxia 2. I have a feeling it'll be pretty popular. Just given that there aren't that many Vita games right now, and this is probably one of the more high-profile ones we're going to be getting for a while. So you can see there's sub-weapons, there's kind of extra weapons or special weapons I'm picking up as well. Well, I've got a shield on right now, which is one of them, but I did a laser thing before, and there's a bomb as well I did earlier. But let me make sure I try and kind of point them out as I do them. Oh, okay, have I beaten him? No, okay, he's still alive. So here I'm going to pick up this bomb, so I can just blow that bomb up. There's been lots of Vita news recently as well, guys, especially if you've got a hacked Vita. Max Payne, The Flow, and Rinnegatamante managed to port the Android version of Max Payne to Vita, which is very cool. I haven't tried it out yet, but definitely want to do that. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Android version, looks like it's coming soon as well. So yeah, some really cool news if you've got a hacked Vita. So when you finish levels, you collect these credits, basically money, and you can use it to kind of improve certain things. So I've already maxed out all of my kind of weapons, and these are sort of the extra things you can buy as well. So let me just put some towards my boost. Why not? So let me show you guys just a few more levels as well. So what's cool as well about Habroxia 2 is it really it has branching paths. So level 1, for example, you can see where it says boss bounties 2 of 2. There's actually 2 different paths in the level. So let me jump in. I'll show you level 1 and the branching paths. So you can see here you can choose which weapon you like, to which sub weapons you want to use. I do prefer the wave just because it makes it so it's easier, so that it deflects bullets. And then I quite like the homing just because it can still go after enemies even if they're kind of behind you. So yeah, like the gamer, you're going to be downloading San Andreas on your Vita. I'm really looking forward to that. I never actually played San Andreas. Loved Vice City, but I just found it was so long. When San Andreas came out, I just thought, I don't think I've got the strength to get into it. But my brother loved it. I often saw him playing and just kind of watched him for a while. So I do want to check that out if it's going to be on Vita. I'm a big fan of, so like the game is asking what do I think of the hacking scene. I am a big fan of my hacked Vita. And the guys who are like putting out all these different kind of homebrews and games, they're doing an amazing job. They really are. So I really appreciate what those guys are doing. And actually, guys, you may not know this if you don't follow me on Twitter, but there's going to be a homebrew Vita contest happening very soon, or we'll be announcing it very imminently, which I'm helping to organize, which will be basically trying to encourage more homebrew development. So hopefully we'll get some cool output from that as well. But yeah, I'm a big fan of my hacked Vita, which is what I'm using right now to play Habroxia 2. That's what I'm streaming off, and you can only do that with a hacked Vita. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally picked up one of the shield things, and you lost my laser, which is actually a really, really useful special weapon. But accidentally, well, it gets replaced. Your special weapon gets replaced when you pick up a different one, and so I accidentally lost my laser. But hopefully, I can find another one. Another thing you can do with your sub weapon is if you see there at the top, it's got the kind of 3 bars that are charging. If you time it just right, you can do kind of a sort of a special, or kind of the ultra version like that, the big version of your special weapon. Oh, and I've got the laser again now. I managed to pick that up. So that's useful. Try and save that for the boss. Lasers are always good. So look, over here, this is where level 1 splits. So I'm going to go into this way. But actually, if I went down the bottom path, there would have been I would have gone to another kind of another branching path and opened up another area. And so that is really cool about this game, that you have got so many different branching paths. You're really encouraged to replay games levels again and again, because you know, to try and unlock all the different paths available. So let's use my laser and try and hurt this guy. And so you can see what I mean, guys. It's you know, right now, in just a few seconds, I've managed to kind of drain most of his health, which, you know, the game is not super hard, unfortunately. It's fun, it's really good, but it's just it's not really challenging. Hey Gadget, thanks for joining. Yeah, I need to do streams more often. It tends to be kind of whenever I sort of remember. But as I said earlier, guys, this is Shoot 'em Up month on my channel. So I'm going to be doing lots of videos and streams about all the different shoot 'em up games on the Vita. Probably maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. So like, you know, this stream and the review for Habroxia 2 kind of covers that game. But you know, there's so many shoot 'em ups on the Vita, and I've kind of it'd be interesting to hear everyone's view on this, but I was trying to think about a way to define it, because, you know, you could have something like Neurovoider is a shoot 'em up, or Binding of Isaac, and, you know, but then you've also got games like this, or you know, TXK, or Geometry Wars, something like those kinds of games. And so I thought I'm going to limit it to shoot 'em ups in a spaceship or like a rocket ship or plane. Um, so things like rogue aces would be included, Luftrausers would be included, but then lots of kind of space shooters. I thought that's probably the easiest way to kind of narrow down the field, because it's a pretty wide-ranging field otherwise. Oh, I missed the astronaut over there. Wasn't concentrating on him. Those little squares, guys. Those are the credits I'm picking up, which you use to buy upgrades later on. So I had to use my laser because I knew I was going to lose it in that field. Those rockets are probably the most annoying enemies, because those rockets kind of home towards you the whole time, like that guy. But using the wave, I can actually remove those rockets, which is why I kind of like it the most of all the sub weapons. Yeah, you got my laser again. Good. So I believe this game is out in just 3 days, guys. If it is something you were looking to pick up, I think it's out on Wednesday. I think it'll be about, I think it was £8. Maybe I might have that wrong. I'm just trying to remember. It's just from memory. But it's around, I think it's around £8 or £10 or something. I think it is worth it though. This is a really fun shoot 'em up. Like I said, it's not long, but it's still a really good game. Something I didn't realize before. Apparently, all the bosses are named after Norse gods. So just realized this was Loki. I need to look out for the other ones. Oh, his homing missiles are pretty. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Let me try and use my laser. That will do a decent amount of damage. Or some damage at least. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was close. Hey Vectrix, thanks for joining. I actually started playing God Eater 2 recently. I had played God Eater 1 a while ago, but I didn't get that far in it. But I started playing God Eater 2 recently, and it was good. I think I just wasn't really in the mood to go through like an hour of tutorials, so I didn't get very far in it, to be honest. But I do need to get back to playing it, because I've heard so many good things about God Eater 2. Where is he? Ah, there he is. I think he should be dead very, very soon. Yep, there we go. Got him. Let me show you guys rush mode. So this is where you can do kind of a rush move where you're just kind of dashing across the screen, and you can kill enemies while you're doing that. Or boost mode, boost mode. Let's go see the actual name so I don't keep messing it up. There's boss rush and boost rush. That's it. So here you're boosting across the screen, and you just need to make it through this level without kind of hitting obviously the tops and bottoms of the level, which is pretty tricky. It took me about half an hour or so, around half an hour probably, to actually finish it. But once you're finished it, you're kind of done. It's the same level again and again. It doesn't. It's not like procedurally generated or anything, but you just need to make it to the end of the level, and then it's finished. But it was pretty kind of fun and challenging, and since each go only lasts like a minute or so, it was quite easy just to kind of play, jump back in, and have another go. Did get a little frustrated at times when I couldn't beat it, but let's see how I do right now. I've only finished it once, so let's see if I can actually do it again right now on the screen. Ah, no. That was pretty good though. That was not bad. I won't try that again. But actually, let me show you guys boss rush mode as well. Oh, Gadget is asking if I've played Death Tales. I haven't. I haven't. I heard it's got some game-breaking bugs on it. Um, yeah, I haven't tried it. I've got the physical, so I'll give it a go at some point. But I'm hoping for maybe I'll wait till there's a patch or something. Um, so yeah, when you do boss rush mode, by the way, guys, the first bosses are from the original game, not New Game Plus. That's why they're so easy. So that's why I'll be able to take them down very, very quickly with the guns I've got right now. Yeah, it's a shame. Especially Death Tales is only um, only has a physical release, so it makes it even more of a shame that it's got a bug on it. So yeah. Okay, so Vectrix is asking if I can do a live stream with God Eater 2. I'll try. I'll have to play more of it and make sure that I'm decent at it or have a good kind of progress on it. Then I'll give it a go. And I believe it's online as well, so it'd be cool to kind of stream and play that online with people. Oh, I Do Games is asking, there are no breakable rocks. There's supposed to be breakable rocks here for extra score. There are breakable rocks, but there's two types. The blue rocks are the ones that are unbreakable, and the brown rocks are breakable. So you just have to kind of watch for which one you're shooting, and then yeah, they can break though. I wouldn't worry about that. Mother Boop, hey man, how's it going? Game of the Year, so Habroxia 2 Game of the Year 2021. I can see that actually. I can see that. I'm not sure how many other games we're going to be getting, to be honest, this year. I really hope we get things like Heartforth Alicia and stuff and Laser. But yeah, right now in January, I'd say this is Game of the Year. Although this is the first Vita game I've played, new Vita game I've played in 2021. So actually, when you do boss rush mode, you get to try lots of different of the sub weapons. So I think this is like the spread weapon or something like that. But you get to try loads of different weapons out as well, which is cool. Because otherwise, sometimes there's no reason to actually try them. Oh, I Do Games is saying you're supposed to smash through the rocks in boost rush mode for extra score. I don't think so, man. When I was, you crash into those rocks and die. I can show you. Oh, well, actually, I'll give it another go in a sec if you want. Maybe you mean some of the other rocks that I was trying to avoid, rather than the walls, which I wasn't obviously trying to avoid, which I was trying to avoid, of course. But I can give that a go later. Yeah, Vectrix, I can do God Eater, like Freedom Wars, like the previous Freedom War streams, where it's playing online with people. I can definitely do that. Ooh, Retro Bills is asking best Final Fantasy game on the Vita. Um, I think Final Fantasy 6 or Final Fantasy 4. They're both awesome, really good games. Old school Final Fantasies, but both brilliant. Final Fantasy 9 is awesome as well. World of Final Fantasy is awesome. Dissidia, and it's not really like the other Final Fantasies. It's more of it's a combat game, but that's brilliant as well. Those are probably the ones I'd pick, dude. Oh, okay. So I Do Games, you've got a video up showing breaking through those rocks in boost mode. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Oh, and so whoever asked about the rocks being breakable, so the brown rocks you can break through, blue rocks you can't break through. So you see these blue ones, I can't break those ones, but you can break the brown ones. Boss rush mode, if you guys do grab the game, it's actually a great way to earn more credits. Even if you don't finish boss rush mode, it's a good way to earn credits so that you can buy more upgrades later on, which is very, very useful. Oh, that's interesting. So I Do Games saying the rocks are missing in my version. Okay, interesting. Maybe maybe that's to change the Vita version though, to get it to work on Vita. I'm not sure. One really cool thing about Lilymo Games, the guys who made this game. So I got the review code. I think it was last week, last Thursday, I think, or last Thursday or Friday, and I was playing Friday night and I had a crash. There's one specific part in the game where basically it just crashed, and it crashed every single time. And so I emailed Lilymo Games, on Twitter. I messaged him and said, "Hey, it's you've got a bug in on the Vita version." He looked into it straight away. He found the bug and patched it by Monday, which was very, very awesome of him. There was literally a part where I couldn't get past it. Like you would always crash the game, or you would crash the game one in like three times whenever you played it. It was based on kind of the boss doing a random movement. And if he did the wrong movement, it would crash the game. And so he figured it out and fixed it within like a couple of days, which was just awesome. So yeah, very cool, guys. Oh, Retro Bills, yeah, Retro Bill's been playing Uncharted Golden Abyss. Uncharted Golden Abyss is great, awesome game, and still holds up really well. So guys, I'm gonna exit boss rush mode because I'm pretty much showing you every single boss here, but I don't want to show you guys the final boss or anything. Let me kill this guy. I'm gonna take those credits, and then I'm gonna end this level. So quit. So how many credits do I have? Maybe I can buy a new weapon. Let's check it out. I've got 590, so I want to upgrade my laser, I think, because the laser is so useful. Hey, and it's fully maxed out. So let me show you guys some more levels. So actually, yeah, let me just talk through. So when you finish each level, when you finish, each route of the game, so there's 5 different routes at the end. Once you finish those 5, you then unlock the final boss, which is Odin. Now you see, yeah, they are all Norse gods. I did not realize that. I read that on another review and thought, oh, okay, that's right, it's true. So even after finishing the game, I'm learning something about it. So this is just trying another random level out, guys. Oh, and I'll try. Sorry, I do games. I will try the rush mode again, boost rush mode again, just so to see if it is different than from the Xbox version. That's very interesting that it is kind of a different version. The trophies on this game are really manageable as well. I'd say they're easier. It's an easier platinum than Habroxia 1. Habroxia 1 I think took me probably about 7 hours or so. This one probably about 5, maybe even a little bit less, to be honest. So it's not a tricky platinum at all. One of the trickiest trophies is you have to get a combo of 100, which is not easy on a regular level, I found. But on one of the bosses, there are loads of asteroids flying around. So if you just kind of make sure you avoid all the bullets and just focus on the asteroids, you can get to 100 pretty easily. So that's my my tip for you guys if you do want to go for the platinum on this. But I do find I love the upgrade system on this. I think compared to a lot of shooters, it's one of these things that really keeps you coming back and wanting to play more. Compared to some shooters, which are very much just, here's a level, get to the end, beat the boss. This gives you an incentive to replay levels through the astronauts and through these kind of bounties, which I'll talk about in a sec, and from just wanting to earn credits to get the next upgrade. It really does make you want to play this game more and more. And so, like I said, I finished it pretty quickly, but I pretty much didn't put it down for 2 days, or just finished it within 2 days because I was so enjoying so much my my playtime with it. Hi T Highlander. Hi T Highlander from Germany. Great movie, the first one. Although I haven't seen it in years. I'm not sure if it still holds up. It might look a little bit old at this point. Retro Bills is asking any games I recommend with basically small. I'm pretty sure Habroxia, even these games, Habroxia 1 and 2 were pretty small games. there was a really good puzzle game that came out last year called Mecha Bolt, which is really fun. There's a review up on my channel if you want to check that out. But Mecharama, sorry, Mecharama, getting confused. There's another game called Mecha Bolt, but Mecharama was really fun, and it was only 12 meg, which just seems crazy to me because it was such a good game. Should be able to kill this guy, and this is a new game plus boss, guys, and it's still pretty easy. So I Do Games says that he messaged Lilimo Games, and the rocks were removed to make it run smoother. Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't even have known if you hadn't said something. Hi, Osman, okay, and hi to the person with it looks like probably Japanese letters or maybe Chinese. I'm sorry, I don't know. But hey, thanks for joining. Osman's waiting for Monster Crown. I am too. I backed that one on Kickstarter. I haven't paid much attention to it, to be honest. Hopefully it's progressing well and we'll get it soon. But I am looking forward to that one. I also backed Glitch on which was supposed to be coming out for Vita. I think it was going to be. I think it's out now on Steam already, but that was supposed to be coming to Vita and got cancelled annoyingly. So hopefully Monster Crown will be fine and we'll be seeing that sometime soon. Sense should be coming out soon as well, the Cyberpunk Ghost Story. I reviewed that. I wasn't a big fan of that, to be honest, guys, but you know, it should be out for Vita soon for anyone who wants to grab it. Hey Tybo from Chile, thanks for joining, man. I guess for Chile you must be, yeah, probably afternoon time, so it's not too bad for you guys. I think anyone in Europe or kind of Middle East are probably very late for you guys. Cool, so T Highlander got a Vita last week. Nice. What games did you get with it, man? Hopefully, there's so many good games on the Vita. And, you know, it's definitely kind of worth jumping into it now before the store closes. And Sony kind of stops us from buying more games for it. Oh, hey, I got the Astronaut. Nice. Oh yes, I did mention, guys, there's two things in each level that you need to try and find. The Astronaut and also a Bounty. A Bounty is basically a tougher enemy. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention if I've already passed him on this level. But it's a tough enemy that takes just a lot more bullets to die. And you get a notification up saying that, you know, you've killed the Bounty. But it's also, that's another thing to kind of play the level again for, to try and make sure that you actually find it and kill it. And there's a trophy for that, of course, as well. So that's part of the process of getting the Platinum. Oh, cool. Vectrix, yeah, Vectrix is recommending Minecraft on the Vita. I've not played it properly. I just could never get into Minecraft. I've tried it a few times, just can't get into it. It's not for me. Even all my kids' friends play it. And, you know, my son, he prefers just Rocket League and Fortnite. So, yeah, neither of us have been able to get into Minecraft, despite me having it on the Vita and then on the Switch for him. But we just couldn't get into it. I really love Dragon Quest Builders, though. That was awesome. Hey, Kabuki Kid. How's it going? It's no, it's out. This game is out on Wednesday, so only a few more days until its release. So let's see. I've got 540. I think I can upgrade my bombs now. There isn't a trophy for upgrading all your weapons, so actually, they probably should have been. It probably would have been a good incentive and added a bit more time to actually getting the Platinum, if that was the case. But yeah, the Platinum is it's a very fair Platinum. It doesn't make you work, you know, it doesn't mean you have to spend hours and hours to get it. It does respect your time. there are some games that are very annoying about the platinums and just make you waste loads and loads of times. But this one is very fair and kind of doesn't do that to you, at least. So there's the astronaut in the level I need to collect. I'm doing very bad in this level, actually. Thanks, Osman. Osman says, God bless PS Vita and Too Old for Gaming. Thanks, man. So yeah, like I said earlier, guys, this is going to be Shoot 'em Up month on my channel, so I'm going to have a whole series of videos. I've already got a couple of them recorded for various shooters. I've got a long list of them. There's actually quite a few, especially when you add in PS1 and PSP games as well. So I'll try and cover as many as I can, just like when I had Fighter Month on my channel. But I'm quite excited about it, just because there's a whole range of them, some which I haven't actually tried. And so I want to make sure I play them and do a video on them, just so that you guys can see what they're like as well. Yeah, I'm doing very bad this... Oh yeah, I died. I thought that might happen. Oh, it's a T Highlander. You grabbed the Vita for the trophy collection. Yeah, I've always loved that, being able to collect trophies on the go. Let me see, try a different level. Yeah, let's do Vor. Show you. So once you get to the end, guys, the last 5 levels here are all boss fights before you have the final boss fight. But let me show you guys one of the boss fights over here. Yeah, homing. There is a good variety to the boss fights. They, like this is quite a cool one where you've got multiple ships to fight at the same time, but only the one with the orange is the one that you're actually going to be hurt, like, need to do damage. That's the one you have to beat. But I do like the variety of bosses that they've managed to put into this. And how many are there? There must be like 20 bosses in this game, which is really impressive. Yeah, I think he's nearly dead. I'm gonna get him now. I don't think I need to even worry about those guys, the purple ones. Yep, got him. Oh, it's annoying when that happens. When you kill the enemy just at the edge, on the left edge of the screen, you lose all the credits. Which is exactly what I did there. And then you collect more credits, at least, when you finish the level as well. I wonder if I can fully upgrade everything. Well, oh no, that takes way too much. So boost needs a lot of upgrades. So I'm not going to be able to upgrade that, but I'll upgrade the rest. Probably a few other things. Let's try this level. Anything you guys want me to show you as well, just let me know. I'm happy to show any kind of aspects of the game. But I think it's pretty... It's not, it's a shooter, so you probably can understand it pretty easily. It's actually playing it is kind of where the enjoyment comes, and the sort of challenge of some of these levels, especially at the very beginning when you start playing. It is pretty tough. I did die quite often. It's only when you start upgrading your weapon then it becomes a lot easier. Much more manageable once you've got kind of a strong weapon and good spread to the weapon as well. So I've got my laser. You can see there, top left, guys, that I don't know how to describe it, that yellow sort of laser-looking thing in that box. That's what your special weapon is. So yeah, laser is my favorite, definitely, of all my specials. Oh, there's the bomb there, so I'm going to pick up the bomb, because when you pick up a special, you lose the other one you're holding. So better just to use it. Oh, hey, unknown. You change your name quite often. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I remember Jack. I remember your previous name's unknown. Dark Shadow. So I've also, guys, been playing Darius Burst on the Vita. So that's another shooter. I was trying to. I had played that a long time ago, and so thought I wanted to play it again, obviously for Shoot 'em Up month, and give it a proper try. Um, I've been quite impressed actually how well that plays. It's like I said, the upgrade system here is awesome on Habroxia, and I always prefer that kind of system in a shooter because it keeps you coming back and playing more. But I've been really impressed with Darius Burst as well, except for the price. So expensive, ridiculously expensive. Oh yeah, I'm feeling fine, man. That's I think it's just talking. My mouth's a little bit dry, but no, I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking. So this is a good example of a boss fight, guys, where it's actually pretty easy to avoid his bullets, and you can get the combo 100 combo for that trophy if that's what you want to do. So I've already got 45 there. It probably wouldn't be too hard just to get the 100, but I won't waste your time trying to do that. It's normally having to play very, very carefully. Oh, and I lost it there anyway. Let me use my laser on this guy. Okay, he ran away a bit. This is why the wave weapon is so useful, just because it eliminates all the other bullets coming at you, which is why I like it so much. It's a great weapon for kind of defense. And then the homing missiles are really good for offense, just to kind of, you can shoot them off and then not have to concentrate about where they're going. It's been I do find all the hacking news really exciting, guys. The fact that Android games can be ported over to Vita is just awesome. Um, there's probably a long list of games I'd love to see ported over, and even the PS2 games. So like Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, the fact that Renegatamante is able to port that over as well is just amazing. So there's so many games I'd love to see come to Vita. You know, by these kind of ports, but let's see what happens. Let's see kind of what they're able to do. But it is very, very exciting. Like, I'd love to see Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 come to Vita. Loved that series. From Android games, Knights of the Old Republic. There's so many games kind of that would be awesome to come to Vita if possible. Oh, so Unknown's asking when this game's coming out. It's coming out on Wednesday. So this was I was given a review code for the game. So the review is up on my channel, guys, if you want to see that. But then obviously you can hear me talk about it right now as well. Unknown, you tried to do GTA 3 and Max Payne, but it's a bit complicated. I found GTA 3 was pretty tough to install. I bought it from the Epic Game Store and then tried to follow all the instructions to get it over onto my Vita, and it just wouldn't work. In the end, I had to have somebody help me out who kind of understands this stuff way better than me, who basically kind of just went through my files and saw what I was doing wrong and fixed it for me. So that was very, very kind of him. But I haven't tried Max Payne yet. I need to get to that. I also need to try Half-Life on the Vita. I learned about that ages ago, but that's actually playable on the Vita as well, on a hacked Vita. I just haven't taken the time to kind of to bring it over. But I've had that in my Steam library for years, that I got in a sale on Steam. But this could be a good chance to actually play it. But there's just so many games out there. It's just tough to make time for everything. So Kabuki Kid's asking how long the platinum took. I think probably about 5 hours, maybe a bit less than that. It wasn't long at all. It wasn't a long platinum, but it's a very fair platinum. So it gives you a chance to try out all the different modes. but not super long. Unknown is saying Renegatamante or Vita Dev 2, if they're watching, put Dead Cells on Vita. Dead Cells is awesome, and actually that's on Android as well. That's a very good point. Love it if that could come to Vita. Yeah, I Do Games is saying he's happy to see this run pretty well on Vita. I think it runs brilliantly. I didn't know about the missing rocks, but it didn't. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. It runs really well. I believe it's cross-buy as well, guys. So if you do get this on Vita, then you do get the PS4 version, which you can play on the PS5 as well. So T Highland is asking, can you hack your Vita and still earn trophies? You can. So I mean, look, dude, it's always a risk. You're hacking your Vita. Sony has not banned anyone for hacking their Vita, and hopefully they never will. But it's always a risk. It hasn't been a problem though. So I'm using my hacked Vita. It's using my PSN account. I don't pirate any Vita games, and I don't try and hack any trophies. So I hope Sony would never have a problem with that. But it's always a risk. But I think it's really worth it. Or if you can just buy a spare Vita and hack that, that's probably the safest approach. Ah, hey Z Nuno, thanks for joining, man. So my top 3 Vita games. So I would put as the first game, if you like action RPGs, Ys 8 is just brilliant. It's this awesome action RPG. It's also on Switch and PS4, but it's great on Vita. I really recommend it. And it's super long as well. It's like a good 50-hour game. So that is awesome. Then I would say Darkest Dungeon. Again, that's also on Switch, PS4, and PC as well. But brilliant game. And then maybe something like Undertale is awesome. If you're looking for kind of more actual sort of Vita exclusive games, then Golden Abyss, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Killzone Mercenary, Freedom Wars, Soul Sacrifice. There's so many good games on the Vita. I actually did a top 100, my top 100 games series of videos. If you want to check that out, my channel. Sorry to keep plugging my other videos, but that may be useful to you. Oh, cool. Kabuki Kid bought Ys 8 because of me. Hopefully you liked it as well. Let me get the astronaut. So that was the astronaut there, guys, to try and rescue. Oh, and they've all got, when you rescue astronauts, they are different people. So I think one is for Colin Moriarty, who's one of the guys that owns the studio. Oh, so Unknown, you tried to use your brother's files to put GTA 3 on your Vita, it wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't know what was happening with mine as well. I thought I followed the instructions properly, but it wasn't easy. I'll have to check out Max Payne as well and see how easy that one is to put on. Yeah, T Highlander, I agree. Hacking trophies is just, I don't understand why anyone would do that. It's surely the point of trophies is to earn them and challenge yourself. So I don't understand why anyone would want to hack their trophies, but the only time where no, actually, I think it's never justified. There are some games where you can't get the trophies anymore, or you can't get the platinum anymore, like Wipeout 2048, because they closed the online. So I can kind of understand there if you wanted to hack it, but still, what's the point? Trophies don't really mean anything. They're just for fun. So I don't know. I don't see it being worth it, and it just probably raises more questions on your account, which are probably not worth bringing attention to. Unknown is asking what other devices is I Am the Hero on. I'm pretty sure it's on the PS4, it's on Switch, it must be on Xbox as well and PC. I think it's from pretty much everything. It was published by Ratalaika, and they put their games on everything. They don't do PC releases, but they do console. So I'm pretty sure it's on every console. Oh yeah, Kabuki Kid TXK is a great game. I haven't played that for a while, but I've re-downloaded it for Shoot 'em Up month on my channel. So I will play that again, make sure I get familiar with it before I do the video. Yeah, I agree though. I hate when a platinum is dependent on online play. The most annoying ones that I really annoy me is Street Fighter X Tekken and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Those trophies, those online trophies, you need to play like, is it 300 matches online? And there aren't that many people online at any time anyway. Um, so those trophies are just useless. Like, I'll never be able to get that. And sometimes when you see those trophies like that, you just think, well, what's the point? I'm not going to bother actually trying because I know I can't get it anyway. Uh, so yeah, I really don't like those kinds of trophies. There was a game recently though I read about on the PS4 where the trophies were actually they had online trophies, and it was patched out because the servers were closed. Actually, I think it was something like Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, one of those games. So if people could do that, that would be really cool. More developers should try and do that. Hey Choco Smoke, thanks for joining, man. Man, it feels like a while since I did one of these streams. It's nice to see you guys and talk to you guys again. These enemies that shoot the missiles, the homing missiles, those are probably the most annoying enemies in the game. Especially when you get a lot of them on the screen at any one time. Like those guys are shooting homing missiles. I really hate those because they always pretty much hit. So, another boss here. T Highlander went for the platinum in Need for Speed Heat recently and doesn't recommend it. Is that the one that was free? I think on PS Plus last month or 2 months ago. I haven't tried that one. I try and save all the PS Plus games, but I don't always get to them. Although I am very much looking forward to Control, playing that on my PS5 since that's free this month. That's a very cool addition to PS Plus. Thanks, Choco Smoke. He's saying it's the best Vita channel. Thanks a lot. PS Vita at 2 AM is good as well, especially for news and stuff. I think if I stay here, I can probably just kill this guy. Yeah, there we go. Easiest way to do it. Oh, thanks, Unknown. Saying I'm always a happy person. I've got a happy personality. Thanks. Just reading the comments as well, guys. So Kabuki Kid saying she's had many games where it tells herself that she's going to get the platinum because of the local trophies. I often start games thinking that, okay, I'm going to go for the platinum, and then normally give up pretty quickly. Just because it's some of the games it just takes too long sometimes. Hey, Ice Red Gamer, yeah, this is coming to Vita very soon. So I'm just wondering, guys, there's probably not much more to show you on Habroxia 2. This is pretty much the whole game. This is over here, so on the map screen. This is the map screen where you would choose your levels, and then you can go and go to the space station, and that's where you would do your upgrades. Oh, so there we go. I got 48 out of 64 upgrades. There is a little bit of a story here. I can just show you the tutorial where you have a little bit of a story about a daughter being taught how to fly the ship by her father, and there's another little cutscene at the very end of the game, but it's pretty it's pretty minor, to be honest. I don't think I even talked about it on the review I did because it just it didn't feature that much in the game. And really, a game like this, a shoot 'em up, is more about the gameplay anyway. So that's that's the kind of most important aspect. Unknown is saying they should add something similar like Game Pass for PlayStation, Nintendo Arcade Online. PlayStation Now is pretty good. I'm actually very impressed with PlayStation Now. I think it doesn't get much love. Well, people don't kind of talk about it much, but I think the selection there is really good. So this is just a tutorial. You know what, actually, guys, I won't go through this. It's sorry, if you do get the game, then obviously you can check out the tutorial. But like I said, the story is not that big a deal in this game. Let me just show you maybe another. I'll show you another boss. Oh no, Kabuki Kid bought Control 2 weeks ago when it was on sale. That's annoying when that happens. Yeah, at least it was on sale. But if you got it on PSN, then you might be able to ask for a refund. They do sometimes give refunds when that happens. So you might want to give it a try. So you can see, guys, actually, this is just another boss example. I'm playing on New Game Plus. This is the harder version of the game, and I'm taking this guy down pretty easily. That's why I think it's just I'm not using wave weapon right now as well, which would actually block any of his bullets. So it is I do wish the game was harder because I think there's so much going for it. It's a good game, but I wish it was just a little bit harder. Oh, so T Highlander bought Need for Speed Heat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was free on PS Plus. But hey, it happens. It happens. I remember buying XCOM 2 on PS4 for £40, and then about 2 weeks later, I saw it in a shop on sale for £10, and was very annoyed at myself. But hey, it happens. So Kubiki Kid saying that she likes the look of this game, but may wait for it to be on sale depending on price. That's fair. That's completely fair. I just can't remember how much it is. I think it's £8 or £10, something like that. But it's like I said, it's a really fun game. It is good. It's just a bit short. It'll last you one weekend and you'll be done for sure. So let's try going down this way. Hey Aldo, thanks for joining. First live stream, cool. Thanks for being here. Yeah, more of those heat-seeking missiles or homing missiles. I hate those. From memory, I think this level has a few of them. Oh, so T Highlander saying Germany's got different PS Plus games. I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of globally the same games. I think Need for Speed Heat was on PS Plus. I'm pretty sure there was some Need for Speed game on PS Plus recently. I'm pretty sure there was. I definitely added something to my library, but I just didn't play it. Oh, so here's an example. You got another kind of a level where you got two paths. So let me go through this path. And that's why these levels have got two bosses as well when you play them. Oh yeah, PS Now. So Unknown is saying when that was on Vita. Who remembers when that was on Vita? I do. I loved PS Now on Vita. I was on the beta program when it was first rolling out. I thought it was just brilliant. The idea of it that we could suddenly have PS3 games to play on our Vitas. I played XCOM for the first time, Motorstorm Apocalypse, completed Bioshock Infinite on PS Now. Yeah, I thought it was great. Such a shame Sony removed that from the Vita. Very annoying. But they didn't want to support it. They didn't want to put the effort into the Vita, unfortunately. Yeah, the L2R2 is obviously always a bit of a problem when it comes to remote play. But if you guys have the Hori remote play grip, then actually that kind of solved the problem really well. I have it somewhere. I think it's probably in my drawer now. I thought it was it used to be on my desk here. Used to be here. You guys can't see, my desk is very, very messy, which my wife keeps complaining about. But it's that hurry remote play grip is brilliant. It's just a shame they don't make it anymore. But it was probably the best accessory for the Vita if you like remote play. The touchscreen, yeah, when you did the touchscreen L2 R2 for remote play, that was a little bit annoying. It worked in some games, so I remember something like was it Demon Souls actually? For some reason, it just kind of worked. I remember controlling it, thinking it was very comfortable actually the way that played. But yeah, for most games it wasn't. I think remote play is best for something like Persona 5, which is kind of turn-based. It's not needing kind of quick controls. Like I don't think you can play Street Fighter 5 with remote play, or at least not well for sure. But something like Persona 5, I found that brilliant for remote play to sit in bed, especially when it's such a long game. It was nicer to be able to just sit in bed or wherever I wanted to play that. Yep, Kabuki Kid. This is perfect for kind of a weekend of fun gaming. Agree. Yeah, Unknown, I agree. Unknown is saying that Sony are blind, given Nintendo is thriving, and Sony are going around saying there's no market for handheld gaming. I don't know if you guys saw the news today, but Nintendo Switch has sold 80 million units, and was it, I think it was 15 million or maybe 16 million was the Switch Lite. So, the handheld only version of the Switch is selling that many copies, which just shows like Sony is just wrong. They are wrong. I think it's not that there's no market for handheld. It's just that they didn't want to put the effort into making the Vita a success, which is unfortunate because they really had something great on their hands, as we all know. Not enough people know. Oh, hey, Choco Smoke. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. You didn't need to do that, man. Honestly, you guys, you don't need to do that. That's really, really kind of you, man. It's fun just kind of hanging out and playing anyway. Thank you, Choco Smoke. Appreciate it. So Aldo, yeah, Aldo is saying the Switch Lite is perfect for kids. I really enjoy my Switch Lite. Um, it is kind of a modern version of the Vita, in my opinion. The Vita was always kind of marketed as that console gaming on the go. And in fairness, I think it was in terms of at the time when kind of PS3 time, and you look at games like Killzone and Uncharted, you know, those are equivalent to kind of console gaming at the time. But Switch is kind of almost the console gaming now, where it's moved on to. And I'm a big fan of my Switch Lite. But one thing I have that I need is, so I've got my Switch Lite right here. So there's this grip for the Switch Lite. It's called the Orsley grip, which I put on, and just makes it just so much more comfortable. Handles kind of on your Switch Lite, if you guys can see that. It just really, really makes it much, much better to play because I found. Sorry, guys. When I put the Switch down, I accidentally put it on the microphone remote and muted myself. Sorry about that. So I think you probably didn't hear the last 30 seconds. But hopefully you can hear me okay now. No, I was just saying how much I do love the Switch Lite, uh, especially for indie gaming. It's brilliant. Like Dead Cells, Hollow Knight. Um, I think there's a lot of good stuff on the Switch Lite. If it wasn't for the console itself being so uncomfortable, I think I would be playing it a lot more. But that grip I showed you does definitely help. Yep, sorry guys, that was me. accidentally muting the mic when I put the switch light down. Yeah, unknown. Good point. He's surprised that the Xbox isn't competing in handheld, but I think the idea of xCloud and being able to play or stream Xbox games on your phone, I think that's what Sony should be doing with PS Now as well. Um, Not as good as obviously having a dedicated handheld, but it'd still be awesome to be able to stream games onto your phone, like proper PlayStation games. But I do think as well I do think that games coming out now on mobile are actually really impressive. Um, so there is you've got Dead Cells on iPhone. I haven't tried it, but because you can use a PS4 controller with your iPhone, it's actually I think it's really impressive actually what you can do nowadays with a phone. So yeah, I think mobile is probably kind of a good way to go. And admittedly as well, guys, so I've tried remote playing my PS5 onto my phone, and again, it works really well. It helped me. I was remote playing Demon Souls, and that's how I actually finished the game by playing it on my phone. So I do think there's a lot of potential for kind of streaming gaming in the future. But yeah, I would much prefer if Sony could just release another handheld. Um, Make it compatible with old Vita games, PSP games, PS1, because really they should have kept all of those games compatible, the PS1 at least and stuff, on PS4 and PS5. But I'd love another handheld, as long as they don't mess it up again like the Vita. Yeah, it's true. Unknown makes a good point. Nintendo's got their handhelds, Sony's got home console, and Xbox is going for streaming. So they're all doing their own thing, but it's quite exciting to see as well. Oh, Aldo, yeah, Genshin Impact is awesome. Love that game. I stopped playing for a few weeks because they're going to have controller support on mobile very soon. I think it's this week it comes out. So I'm excited to pick it up again with controller support because I think that was the only thing that was sort of missing for me. Um, that it was just a bit of a pain to control. But Genshin Impact is amazing, guys. Really, really impressive. I really recommend that if that's like a proper console game on your phone, like bigger in scope than Breath of the Wild, and just so impressive. It does take a lot from Breath of the Wild as well. It does copy a lot. So, Choco Smoke, I haven't put anything planned yet in terms of a next stream, but I'll definitely announce it on my channel before I do it. Like I said earlier, this is going to be kind of shoot 'em up month on my channel, so I'm going to be doing loads of videos and a few streams as well when it comes to shooters. So that's definitely part of my plan. So Genshin Impact, it does have microtransactions. It's got all those rubbish microtransactions as well. So, you need to earn these kind of gems or kind of currency essentially to buy new characters. It is rubbish, and it does have these kind of log-on bonuses. So it's trying to make you log on every single day. Um, it's not, those things are not great. Those aspects are not great, but it's not. How would I put this? It's not so in your face, and I haven't hit a wall after I don't even know how many hours. I haven't hit a wall where I felt like I needed to pay money. Um, but it's just a really good game. It's just really well made, really fun. I would definitely recommend trying it at least since it's free. So Aldo's asking which controller I recommend for my phone. It works, DualShock 4 works, as does, there's going to be an update soon for your DualSense to work as well with your mobile, with iPhones. I'm sorry, I don't know about Android, but For iPhone, you'll be able to use your DualSense on iPhone as well, which is very cool. But on my DualShock 4, the PS4 controller, I've got this kind of little cradle almost that goes onto it, so I can kind of slot my phone in, which makes it just a great place for gaming as well on the phone. So from memory, this is one of the tougher levels because this is where it kind of, you can see it's sort of, or maybe you guys, it's probably harder to see rather than feel, but this is much more speeded up compared to some of the previous levels. So this one was a little bit tougher. Everyone agrees in the chat that Sony should have made another handheld. They shouldn't have abandoned the Vita. The fact that developers are still making games for it, people are still interested in it, uh, it just shows they had something special in their hands that they just threw away. It's very frustrating. Yeah, unknown. I feel the same way. It's like no, I've said numerous times that this is probably the last year for games on the Vita. I've said that quite a few times. I think since like 2016 on my channel, and every year more and more games come out. So it's crazy that the Vita has done so well and lasted so long, especially since Sony gave up on it so quickly. But it's very impressive how long it's lasted and how well it's doing. Ah, that was annoying. I picked up a shield. I wanted to stick to my laser. But yeah, it's amazing how well it's going and how many games still keep coming out for it. Let me get the astronaut. There we go. Hey, and that was a little reference to Twin Breaker, which is one of Lilymo's other games. Oh, it's another. Let me go this way. This is the secret area. Maybe it's secret area. It may open up a new route to the level. Yeah, it looks like it does. Hey Andrew, thanks for joining. Yeah, I wish Sony would get their act together too and just do more for the Vita as well. Ooh, Akos is asking how many Vita colors were there for the original Vita. I believe it was about 8 or 9. It wasn't that many. For the Slim Vita, there were loads. There was like about 60 or 70. I think about 60 or 70, but there was a lot. But for OLED, they didn't do that many, and they didn't do many kind of sort of special edition versions as well. It was really when the Slim came out, that's when they did loads and loads of them. Hey, thanks, Choco Smoke. Choco Smoke saying you could watch me stream for hours. Thanks. Although I will, guys, go to bed soon. It's 11:40 here in UK. I've got an 8 a.m. call with one of my team in Australia. I need to get the kids up for school as well. Life, man. Still got to make time for gaming. Aldo Hernandez says he wants a Vita for the Trails games. I don't think there was one. There was a Vita for Ease 8. They did a special edition Vita for Ease 8, but not Trails, not that I'm aware of. They should have done, given how many of those games, well, there were 2 actually on the Vita, so maybe not that many, but still, they probably should have done it. Yeah, I agree. Hey Tim, thanks for joining. That's kind of you to say. Tim's saying I provide the best Vita coverage on YouTube. Thanks, man. You guys are really nice. It's like it's hard to know what to say sometimes, guys. And even Choco Smoke contribution, really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I agree, Choco Smoke. The homebrew community are amazing. Those guys are so talented. It's just crazy. The amount they're doing, the amount of games they're knocking out, and so quickly as well. It seems like just every week there's some like new piece of new game coming out that was just like unannounced and then suddenly just appears out of nowhere, like Max Payne or San Andreas or Mario Kart. It's just awesome what these guys are doing. Choco Smoke's asking for poll who has OLED in the chat. So I've got one OLED, my original Vita that I got at launch, and I've got like seven Slims. Far too many. Far too many. Cool. Another upgrade maxed. So let me show you guys. I'll do one more level, and then I'm gonna shut it down. So and go to bed. The dungeon. Let me try this one. I mean, you guys are seeing on this stream, how long has it been going now? About an hour and a bit. Um, I've shown you guys quite a few levels. This is once you upgrade your guns, the game is pretty easy. I could have completed the whole game in this hour if I wanted to, and probably did nearly the equivalent number of levels because it's really not. It really doesn't take long. It's just you need to spend a little bit of time in the beginning upgrading guns, and then it's actually really easy. And this is New Game Plus, like I said. So on the regular levels, it's even easier. Enemies die very quickly. So got a few OLEDs there. Unknown's got one OLED, one LCD. Choco Smoke has two OLEDs. Nice. The screen on the OLED is undeniably brilliant. It's when you have the two next to each other, even when you have the OLED next to the Switch, when you're looking at the same game on those two systems, the OLED just looks amazing. It really does. My only problem with it, I wasn't a big fan of the weight of the system and the kind of. I do prefer playing on my Slim, and I also just like the charger on the Slim as well, just because it used to be the same charger as my phone, and so it just made life a lot easier to have the Slim around. Oops, I looking at the chat and I died. Cool. Guys, I'm gonna end the stream there. Like I said, it is shoot 'em up month on my channel, and so actually I can just show you. So I've got a whole load of shooters installed on my Vita, ready to kind of play and talk about in videos. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. So if you guys are fans of shooters, then hopefully some of these videos will appeal to you guys as well. But guys, thank you very much for joining the chat, for hanging out, and I'll make sure I put another stream and I'll mention it in the chat on my channel as well in the community section so that people will know about it. But guys, thank you very much for joining. Choco Smoke, thank you, man, so much for the donation. Guys, have a good night.